Hey, what's up, guys? Jonathan Coates here, and in today's free training, I'm going to be sharing with you how to find expired or expiring domains with existing high authority so that you're able to cut and slash the time that you rank in Google or Bing or any of the search engines by up to 6 to 12 months because those search engines already trust those domains. They already have high domain authority and trust flow. And each one of these domains have great SEO metrics. So you're going to find this video to be useful if you're trying to rank a lot faster in the search engines. And this gives you a really big advantage because a lot of these people out here, they're selling these domains. Sometimes they sell them for hundreds, if not thousands, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars just selling these existing domains. So I'm going to show you in this video how to find expired or expiring domains with existing high domain authority using 100% free methods. All right. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to go to a website called ExpiredDomains.net. And you can actually find this website from Google. You just type in expired domains. And once you get here, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is just create a free account. And then you'll get to this page here. And all we're going to do from here is first is just go to column manager. And we're basically just going to be making some adjustments to the settings first before we get started. That way we're not wasting our time. So we're just going to go right here where it says Majestic Million. So once you're here, the only one I really recommend that you have activated is Majestic General. So you just click on that. And then from here, all we need is Majestic Trust Ratio, Majestic Trust Flow, and Majestic Citation Flow. So we can uncheck the rest of these right here. And once you've done that, just go ahead and go down and click on Save Changes. So then now what we need to do is we need to go to where it says deleted domains. Just click on that. And this is actually where we're going to see all of the domains. So just to further filter down so we're actually finding exactly what we're looking for, we're not wasting our time, energy, and effort. What we're going to do is we're going to go to where it says show filter. So just click on this. The first thing that I recommend that you do is just go to the bottom right here where it says only available domains. Go ahead and click that. And then what this is going to do is going to only show us the domains that are ready and available to be purchased now. So we're not looking at domains that have already been purchased and ordered before. And then the second thing that I recommend you do is just go up here and click on additional. And this is completely optional, by the way. It's totally up to you. But one thing that I like to do is I just like to only get the domains with the .com, .net, .org, .biz, and .info. Now, this is completely up to you. Me personally, I just like to stick to those type of domains because in my personal opinion, they have a higher trust factor with the search engines, but you can click on all of them if you like. You can click on just a few of them, but this is what I'm going to personally select here. Then after that, what we need to do is just click on this tab here where it says Majestic. So from here, all you got to do is just go to Trust Flow and then just click on 10. And then what this is going to do is actually going to exclude all of the domains that have none to low domain authority. So we don't want to be filtering through all of them. So all you got to do is just put 10. And then once you've done that, just click on Apply Filter. And this is going to give us a list of all the domains that tick all of our boxes and is not going to give us a waste of our time. And it has decent to great SEO metrics. So what we need to do now is just click on up here where it says clipboard. Just click on that. That way we can copy and it just filters through the last 7 days. So on this page is about 25. So it just copies that. And then what we can do is we can click on the notepad down here. So I'm going to go ahead and go to one of them and I'm going to paste those domains in like so. So once you've done that, you have about 25 on your notepad. What we need to do now, just real quick, is go to Google or any search engine and type in bulk domain authority checker. And what we're going to be doing here is we're just going to take these domains and check the domain authority of them. So if you want to use the one that I'm using, it's called prepostseo.com. It's a domain authority checker. Domain authority is just a score from 0 to 100 on how much Google or any of the search engines trust and likes your website. So the higher the domain authority, the easier it is to rank. So you can use repost SEO to put in a bulk amount of domains just to check the domain authority of them. So what we need to do here, and by the way, you can check Google. There's a ton of these different bulk domain authority websites. So if for any reason, I don't know, if you have an issue with this website, feel free to go to Google and just type in bulk domain authority checker and you should find something like this. The vast majority of them only allow you to check 5 domains at a time. But if you're able to find something, by all means, please let me know. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to just take the ones that we have on our notepad here and we're going to just copy the ones that we got from this list here. We're going to take the first 5 and we're just going to copy them. And we're going to put them in there and we're going to check the domain authority. So 4, 5, like so, click on copy. Then go over here and paste them in like so. Now it says post up to 10, so I'm going to go ahead and post another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And go ahead and post those in. And then we'll click on check authority. So if this comes up, obviously click on I'm not a robot, quick little captcha. And then what we're looking for is we're looking for domain authorities with at least 20 or better. Now, as we look at this list here, none of these have a domain authority of 20 or more. This is the closest one. It's about 17 domain authority. So we're ignoring the page authority and the pages in Google and the spam score as well as the guest post list. We're not bothered about any of that stuff. We're only focused on the domain authority. And again, we're looking for domains with 20 or more. So we have 10 in here. So what we can do is go ahead and take the next 10 and go ahead and paste them in. So let's see. Start right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and post those in. And we're going to clear this out. So let's go ahead and paste these in like so. Oops. And then click on check authority. I'm not a robot. Checking. And then boom. All right, we got a new list. And as you can see, none of these have a domain authority of 20 or more. But this one right here has 17, so it was close. So that's 2 so far that we found that's like close to 20, but not quite 20. We're looking for 20 or more. So none of these have what we're looking for. So we're just going to go ahead and take the next 5 that's on the list and go ahead and paste those in. And then if none of these have a domain authority of 20 or more, no problem. There's 2,000 on that list that we generated. So we can just click on the next 25 after that. And we're looking for domain authorities with at least 20. Obviously, the higher the domain authority, the easier, the faster, the quicker it is going to be the rank, the cheaper it is going to be because you're not going to have to spend that much money sending backlinks to it. Or even if you do have to send backlinks to it, the cheaper you're going to because it has a higher domain authority. So it's that much more valuable to you. So I'm just showing you a process of filtering through and finding websites that have a domain authority. Now, obviously, these first 25 didn't, so I just go ahead and click on the next 25. So let's go ahead and go to the next page here, and we can go ahead and get rid of these. So what I recommend you doing is once you finally do find domains with domain authorities of 20 or more, I recommend taking them and then putting them on that second notepad. So the first notepad, we're just grabbing the 25 off this list here. So actually what we're going to do is just click on copy and then put it on that notepad. So we have it here for reference and we're able to just grab them and check the domain authority. So I'm just going to go ahead and check the first 10 again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just looking for 1 or 2 just for this example. And I might not be able to find it in this video, but in this example for you, if you're following along, just find 1 or 2 and just make sure that they have a domain authority of 20. And you can go through this process to filter through. Now, let's see. Now, we found one with 18, but none of these have 20 or more. But if you want, you can take those 3 that we found so far that's like near 20 and just take those and put those on the second notepad if you like. So basically what you do is you just take the domain. Let's just say hypothetically this one had a domain authority and you found one that finally has a domain authority of 20. You just go to your second notepad and then you paste it on like so, and then you just put the domain authority after that. So say if it's 27, you just put 27 domain authority. And that's what we use in the second notepad for. Now, none of these have what we're looking for. So we stopped here. Let's go ahead and start here and just grab these like so, and then put these in. And then, so we just basically do that. We carry on with this process until we find enough domains, and there's plenty of them to go through. So after a while, you shouldn't have any problem finding a domain with 20 or more. And as you can see, we found one here, Kano Fellas. So as you can see, we found one here. And again, we're not worried about the page authority or the spam score, but this domain authority is 20. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. And again, these are available for purchase because we put that in the filter earlier. So we just place this on our second notepad like so. And I'm going to get rid of this because this was just an example. So we're just pasting what we have, and then we put the domain authority after it of 20. So I just carry on with this process. I work through the entire list. Once I'm done with this second batch, I just go back to the generated list that we have and then go to the next page. And then we just copy all of these and go through the same exact process here. So I keep doing that, but you can go to this clipboard up here and just click on that to copy the actual domains and then put it on your notepad and then just continue to filter through. So let's see. I think I already have these up. So let's stop the Buffalo junk removers. Let's go back. Go ahead and get rid of these here because I already checked those. And I'm going to paste these in like so. So this is all we have left. Right here, we found 20. So we can just take these next batch and put these in. And we just carry on through this process until we find a good 2 or 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go ahead and paste these in. Copy like so. Select all, paste, check authority. I'm not a robot. And here we go. Let's see. So none of these have a domain authority of 20. No problem. Let's just go ahead and just keep going. So we stopped at the tech down here, tech munch. Go ahead, get rid of those and carry on with the process. So you see how this works. I want you to go ahead and do the same thing until you find about a good 2 or 3 of them. And we just want to make sure we find one that's 20. That way it's a lot easier and we'll be able to rank higher and quicker and not spend that much money on backlinks and stuff like that. Because an existing domain with the authority of about 20 or more is extremely valuable to us. So once you have your list of domains and you have everything on your notepad here, you went through the list and you found about a good list. Obviously yours are going to be a lot bigger than mine. I went through and just found a couple of them. Some of these are just an example, but just to demonstrate my point to you, you just want to make sure that yes, they do have a domain authority of at least 20 or more, or they're like really close to 20, or they have more than that. You also want to consider now on the next step is how closely related are these names to the market that you're either entering, or are the domains big enough they're able to be a general name where you're able to cover pretty much any market. So for an example, let's just say that you're in the market where you're raising Vietnamese potbelly pigs. Well, let's go through these domains here. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. canofelicidade.com. Now, I'm not quite sure what that means, so I would have to just go ahead and copy and then just see what the translation is, because it actually might mean something. But if it doesn't, because it actually might mean something that's completely irrelevant to our market. But if it doesn't, then we can just use it because it's probably just a general name that's so vague that we can use it for anything. If you see what I mean. So either if it's directly related to your market or it's a general term. Now, let's see. This is Portuguese and in English it means Kano happiness. So cool. So that's just what I mean. Basically, you just want to go through these and make sure the domains that you have, you're actually able to use for your market, or they're vague or general enough where you're able to use them for any market. So English Bay Photo would likely be a great website for something related to photography or pictures or something to that nature. Auburn Gamify. Now it's kind of vague, but you can kind of use it for a variety of different functions in something that's related to this. So let's just go ahead and type this in and see if there's anything else out there that's like this. So I'll go ahead and go to Google, type in paste. Let's see what this means. Gamify Beta is international sorority. So this is just a sorority for a college. So this will kind of be good for something similar to that niche if you're targeting college students or something in that area, if you know what I mean. So let's just say we picked the domain. We actually found one that fits our market, or we want to go ahead and go with that. What we need to do now is we need to check to make sure that the domain wasn't used in the past for stuff like selling, pornography or gambling or drugs or Viagra. Like it wasn't being spammed. So the way we do that is by checking the history, and we can go to a website called Wayback Machine or archive.org. You just go here. It's like the Internet Archive. And this is actually how you can check the domain history, like the history of that domain. So you just copy and paste the domain into the search bar here. So this is a great way to get a good gauge of the history and life cycle of this domain. So as you can see here, we got a calendar, and they usually have snapshots. So this said it was saved 34 times between May 14th to May 14th, 2013 to January 5th, 2022. So if we go to any one of these dates, we're actually able to click on that. So May 14th, go ahead and click on this, and we're able to kind of see and get a good gauge of it was a blog. Okay, so let's kind of see what else we can find. If we go back to the calendar, click on the 17th. Now this is in January of 2013. So This is kind of a ways back, it's about 10 years ago. Let's go to something a little bit more recent. So if we go to 2020 and click on any one of these, August 9th, click on that. This was just a couple of years ago. Let's see what this website was being used for just a few years ago. So the best weed shop in Canada. Now this says English Bay Photo. So as you can see, that website is so general, it's so vague, where you can kind of use it for stuff like selling marijuana or giving information about marijuana in Canada. So let's see, it doesn't have the video archive, but it looks like it used to be a blog. So it wasn't used for selling pornography or stuff like that. So that's pretty much the way to go and how you do it. So you take those domains and you check them, you check the authority, make sure they have 20 or more, and then you go ahead and copy them onto your notepad like so, and then you just go through and filter through the process by checking the domain authority. And we're looking for something that has 20 or more. And just make sure that you have the filters on it. If you want, I recommend just going to the beginning of this video and just going back through, make sure that you have the proper filters on as far as like the deleted domains and then the common as well as the majestic. And we only want those specific selections when it comes to like the trust flow and the citation flow, etc. So that's all you really got to do is you just go through, make sure that you have these domains come up, and then you copy and paste them by clicking on this clipboard. And then you just take the first 10, you go to the domain authority checker, looking for something that has 20 or more. And once you find like a good 3 or 4 of them, I recommend get about a good 3, 4, or even 5, and then put them on your second notepad here. And then from here, you just want to kind of consider what markets you're in and what markets you're going after. And if these domain, like the names, are able to cater to that niche. Is it relevant? Is it something that fits that market? Or is it vague enough where you're able to apply it to any market? And if you found something that you like, you just want to check the history of it by going to Wayback Machine, go to archive.org, and just look at the different snapshots of the history, like the life cycle of that domain, and just we're just assuring that it hasn't been abused and used as a spam website in the past, because that can actually diminish our returns and diminish what we're after. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoy. If you like content like this, then I highly recommend that you check out my website, jonathancoast.com. I talk about everything like this when it comes to generating traffic, increasing sales, and I recommend you subscribe to the channel and be sure to take a look at the tools and the resources. I'll have everything that I included in this training, from ExpiredDomains.net to the bulk domain authority checker and Wayback Machine, where you can check the history of websites and find out if they've been selling weed on the internet. Right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoy it. And with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.